This is a true story of who became rich, a housewife who had to use discount coupons for everything she bought. In less than a year, she became a multi-millionaire woman. She bought 5 Lamborghinis in one go and rented out a warehouse to house her yacht and private jet. She also bought a whole car full of John Wick's iconic weapons from the movie. But you'd never guess that the secret to her wealth is the coupons she finds everywhere in her life. A woman named Connie. She used to be an Olympic racewalking champion. After she retired, she became a housewife with no money and no fame. Her greatest pleasure in life, using a combination of coupons to buy cheap goods at the supermarket, as long as they are eligible for the discount. Whether she could use them or not, she piles them up in her shopping cart. The total at the checkout was $138. Connie pulls out a stack of coupons and hands them to the cashier without a moment's hesitation. 1 coupon for $1 off. It's not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money. As each coupon is swiped, the numbers on the screen are dropping like crazy. The final payment was $16. The men in line behind me were dumbfounded by the amount of discount. When we got home, Connie filled the room with the loot. This was originally a nursery, but because of repeated, failed attempts to get pregnant, it became Connie's warehouse. Her husband despised her for this behavior. He told Connie she might as well get a job. Her husband's lack of understanding and the frustration of not having a baby made Connie very depressed. When she opened a packet of cereal and popped it in her mouth, she found it had gone bad. In a fit of rage, she wrote a long letter of complaint and sent it to the manufacturer. To her surprise, she received a reply a few days later. Not only did they apologize, they sent a free voucher. Connie took it to the supermarket and exchanged it for a new box of cereal for free. She overheard the cashier say, "For these big companies, if you complain, they will send you a free coupon." Connie found a new world. She spilled the beans on all the products she had bought. Complaints about exaggerated claims, complaints about bad taste, and sure enough, every brand sent a free voucher. The whole table was filled with them. My best friend's neighbor, Lily, saw them and said she was an expert. She said she'd pay half the price. I'd buy the vouchers for half the price. That hit Connie like a stage. She realized, why not make a business out of selling coupons? She had a lot to prove to herself right now. Lily thought Connie was crazy. She couldn't get many coupons for her complaints, but if she wanted to do it, there was nothing she couldn't do. Connie found out about a factory in Mexico through the internet. It specializes in printing coupons for major supermarkets, as many as she wanted. So the two drove all night to Mexico and spent the day outside the factory. They finally found the right person to be their mole. John, the cheap laborer, saw the profit and said yes. He said he was in charge of the coupon printing plant, was actually divided into 2 parts, and they don't interfere with each other. One was responsible for counting the redemptions, and the other was responsible for printing. And in the printing process, to ensure that everything goes smoothly, there are usually several times as many. Afterwards, the remaining coupons were destroyed. John is the one who smuggles the vouchers that should be destroyed into the US. As far as border control is concerned, no one cares about small coupons. The coupons were eventually sent to Conley, and so a coupon business empire began to build. 2 boxes of ordinary shopping coupons, but in the hands of a business-minded housewife, it became a multi-million-dollar business. The first step is to set up a coupon trading website. The name is simple and memorable. Hostesses promote it on YouTube. Snacks you wouldn't normally buy are now available at half price. The video goes live and instantly attracts fans to place orders. Orders are soaring. More and more free vouchers were smuggled in from Mexican factories. Soon women all over the country were using vouchers from Connie's website. The 2 founders couldn't stop working. And of course, the account balance kept going up. It was hard to count the money without cramps. I'd wake up in the middle of the night laughing. But it wasn't long before many supermarkets noticed that something was wrong. Over 10,000 coupons had been collected instead of the 1,000 that had been sent out. Supermarket investigators were quickly mobilized. It didn't take long to pinpoint Connie. They were still new to the business. It was too blatant to launch a website and broadcast a live campaign, although not enough to get caught. But before the money could be withdrawn, the accounts were frozen. To solve this problem, they found a hacker to help them. The hacker first unblocked their accounts and then deleted the videos. Finally, they were taught how to hide their address and to put the money in different bank accounts under false identities. They waited 6 months before taking the money out and spending it. In return, the hacker takes a 10% commission. From there, Connie and the 2 of them went further and further down the road of selling coupons. She got several ID cards. She opened several accounts to collect money and rented a house for an office. business continued to boom. 6 months passed without incident. By the time she did the math, she had made over $5 million. But then Connie thought, how could she get rid of all that money? That's when Connie came up with another idea. She thought she could just buy something expensive and then sell it. Then the money would be clean. But the two of them were used to living in poverty. They didn't know how to spend all that money. So she phoned her husband. She asked him what he would buy if he wasn't thinking about money. He thought about it and replied, I guess I would buy. These two women who got rich overnight are crazy. They got on a private jet and went on a money spree. They'd packed a hangar. They put all the luxury cars and yachts in there. The salesman asks Connie which one she likes. Connie smiled slightly. I'll take them all. But even after buying 5 Lamborghinis, Connie still had plenty of money left. Until she saw a flyer for a weapons deal. She got a kick out of it. What could be more exciting than buying and selling arms? The two women strutted into the venue. A whole wagon full of John Wick's identical weapons. And Connie, who's always wanted to have IVF. She spent $330,000 on over 400 bottles of quality male samples. She has since fulfilled her dream of becoming a mother. But she couldn't even spend it all. Connie had to hide the rest of her money in a snack box. And that's when they were approached by the hacker who had helped them forge their identities. He asked where all the money in the account had gone. The two of them were proud to say that they were in the process of slowly cleaning it. The hacker was furious to hear that. It turned out that the purse account she had helped to open was for withdrawals. Every cent that came in had been clean all along. The two men then realized they had made a mistake. So they sold everything they had bought and put the money back in the bank again. They didn't make any money and lost a lot of money. But something more serious finally happened. Tom, the supermarket investigator, reported a recent case of coupon finance to the FBI. Since each coupon was sent by mail, the agent quickly deduced from the anomaly in the postmark code that the suspect was from Phoenix. Then he and Tom went to the area, interrogating everyone from the supermarket cashier to the postman, trying to identify the suspects. One of the postmen, Vincent, had had a long-standing crush on Lily. He immediately tipped off the postman and told his mother to deliver the letter to Lily. But she didn't care, and then she forgot about it. And Vincent himself was followed by an agent. He gave away Lily's address, put an agent out there all day and all night. Finally, they found out where Connie and Lily were staying. Their identities were confirmed and they were targeted. Everyone went to Connie and Lily's house in full armor. There were questions in the car about what kind of a big case this was. Come again. It's coupons. Two women counterfeit coupons. Connie and Lily were still asleep at dawn. A large number of police officers burst through the door and arrested them on the spot. The evidence was overwhelming and the amount of money involved was enormous. The mastermind, Connie, was facing up to 40 years in prison. It was only then that her husband learned of Connie's actions. The two men, who had already been in bed together for a long time, have now drawn a clean break and have officially filed for divorce. The tens of millions of dollars in financial fraud became an instant sensation across America. Connie hired the best lawyers to defend the case at great expense. That Connie had not committed fraud, but had exploited a loophole in the U.S. consumer system because after all, none of the coupons she sold were fake. In the end, the judge had to sentence Connie to 11 months in a correctional facility, and Lily was essentially released from court. This was not because the judge was lenient. It was the fact that the manufacturers who were the plaintiffs dropped the case for the sake of their brand image. Because if the story had been in the news, it would have affected their reputation and even their share price. Before being punished, Lily helped Connie remove her things from her husband's house, including the 4 boxes of snacks. Take it off. Just hold your Rubit. Definitely don't need those. But she didn't even know there were millions of dollars in there. With that money, Lily went abroad to make her dreams come true, and Connie was pregnant and serving time in a correctional facility. But by now she was a wealthy single mother, free of her husband. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this on Recap Next.